Welcome back. Still here at the inaugural occasion of ArtKidDoo here in beautiful Shivers Park, downtown Chipley, Florida. Here right now with the woman, arguably, who has done certainly a very large portion of the planning, the work, the execution, and finally is here going crazy today. And it looks like, it's kind of like a duck going across the surface of a pond, Susan. They're gliding effortlessly, but under the water, they're just churning away furiously. Here now with Suzan Gage. Susan, basically the right arm person, to be politically correct, of Lynn Eldridge, Executive Director of the Early Learning Coalition. We have the opportunity, the pleasure, the fortune of working with you throughout the course of the year with our efforts with Early Learning Coalition, Susan. It's overwhelming out here today. Talk about what we're seeing here today.
Well, what we're seeing is the community coming together and doing a whole bunch of different art activities and just coming together and celebrating children. You know, children are our future, and we just have to do it for them. And we said, what better way to do it than an artistic and creative kind of way? So we gave it a try, and this is our result, ArtKidDoo.
As I pointed out to Lynn Eldridge, she sort of benefited from your relationship with Washington County Arts Council. Mm-hmm. You're currently serving as the president, which in our world says you probably missed that meeting and weren't able to defend yourself and ended up as president.
Possibly.
But a great organization, obviously the focus on the arts in Washington County and the surrounding region. But that partnership, along with others, and I'd like to, I've made a stab a time or two in some of the interviews that we've done so far in trying to mention the sponsors, failed miserably in pointing them out. So if you would, let's take a few seconds here and shout out and give some love to the folks that helped to make this happen.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, the Washington County Arts Council gave us the blessing to go ahead and do the art contest that we had. So they're one of them. Chipley First United Methodist Church of Chipley, they provided a lot of in-kind elements for us. Lowe's of Mariana did a donation of funding. Walmart did a donation. Save-A-Lot did a donation. Goulding Agency did a donation. Thank you very much. Let's see, who else is there?
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army did some in-kind donations as well. The City of Chipley for graciously allowing us to come out here. And of course, all of our vendors, and if I forgot anybody, I'm so sorry, but we'll get it on the second go-around. But our vendors who came up and set up and put on the activities for our families and our children to enjoy. So we couldn't have done it without the community and with the coalition team who helped pull it together too, because if I'm the duck under the water paddling, they are up there supporting me as well. So. And
just to reassure you, we'll have all those logos on the screen.
Wonderful.
And in the closing credits, we'll make sure to give them all some love.
Thank you.
And you're right. Several churches out here, several nonprofit organizations, a couple of private businesses. I think the Garden Club might be out here. Lots of people. And typically in this kind of a festival, they're sometimes trying to make money, they're trying to promote their event. In this case, it's totally selfless, and it's more about the children.
Right.
Obviously, you had a meeting with them prior to and explained your efforts, but from sidewalk chalk art to the martial arts group out here, and everything in between, lots of opportunities. If somebody were to come out here right now, what would they see? They
would see just, well, the things that you've mentioned, and they'd see bubbles floating everywhere as I'm watching bubbles, but they would have those. They could make your own maracas. You can do your own tempera painting, your own watercolor painting on actual watercolor paper. So for people who've never experienced the difference between those kinds of papers, they have the opportunity to do that. We've got some of our local junior high musicians out there just kind of playing and doing what they can do. We've got some food out here as well. So just about anything out there. We'll have some a group doing a dance pretty soon, and then we'll have some show choir or some singing children's choir groups. So you know, you name it, it's here, I think, in terms of the arts.
I've been here almost an hour now. I came probably 40 minutes before the event really, truly opened, and the parking spots were at a premium.
Right.
And it seems to be filling up even more. Luckily, you're adjacent to the First Baptist Church here in downtown Chipley with lots of parking there. So obviously there was a need, there was a desire, there was a want for this kind of activity. What's not to like about a free day in a beautiful park? Have you ever done an event in Shivers Park before? I
have never done an event here at the park, but I've been to events at the park, and it's a beautiful facility. There's the playground elements. It's a secure location with a fenced area, and like you mentioned, there's parking there with First Baptist Church, and again working with the city, who's just very gracious and said, yes, come in, let's do something for the children. But not only that, Paul, the chance to have families come together and experience art. Sometimes families or parents, don't know, how will my 3-year-old react, or how will my 10-year-old do with this? But a chance for them to come and just let them play, let them be children, let them do what they do best, and let them learn while they're doing it. That's what we were hoping for, and it just all came together. It was wonderful.
Well, and I'm glad that you did the shout out to the city of Chipley. You're exactly right. Many people don't know that this facility exists. It's certainly underused from what I can see. Many times drive by here, there's not a soul in the park.
Right.
It's a wonderful opportunity just to bring your kids on the swings, let them run around. As you point out, it's secure. You don't have to worry about them being able to run out into traffic. It's completely fenced,
Right.
with good security. And for an event like this, there's really not much better venue around, given good weather,
Yes.
for you to do that.
Yes, and with the event, we tried to even keep the pavilions open because people book the birthday parties here, and we said, no, we don't want to close it off. We want everybody to come and enjoy it. So it has a wonderful facility with great things for kids to do and families to do.
And again, I'm glad you said that. There are 2 or 3 private events going on at the same time, and everybody's enjoying the park in their own way. So thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you, Paul.
Congratulations on what already is a hugely successful event. I'm presuming this is going to happen on an annual basis.
I would love to see that happen. So I'm crossing my fingers, and hopefully that'll be the case.
Here in Shivers Park for the inaugural ArtKidDoo, here with Suzan Gage right now, who arguably in no small part contributed in a very large way to this very already successful event. And we'll be right back.